Morning everyone, it's Joel Ryan from Edencraft here. Today we're going to go through Linden's brand new 255 formula, which is on its way to Tasmania today to its new home. So the 255 is our brand new hull. It's based off the 233 formula with the pod, but what we've done is we've extended this transom here now, so it's extension of the hull and it's full width, so it's chine to chine, whereas the old pod was just the width of the motors. It gives the boat a bigger feel in the water and it gives us a lot of deck space. Overall, the boat's 7.7 meters. On our 255, we've included the Seakeeper ride. We think it's such a good bit of technology. The Seakeeper ride trim system is an automated trim system that takes out any of the work of having to use your trim tabs. Anyone can put this on auto and it just keeps the boat beautifully level and stable through any sea conditions. Really, really good bit of gear. 255 is sitting on a 4.5 ton easy tow alloy trailer. This one came in at about 4.2 ton, full of fuel and gear. On the back here, we've got a set of 250 Yamahas. We've got the digital steering, which has the autopilot and steering all incorporated in the front of this unit here, which is fantastic. We've got the Yamaha Helmmaster, which is a really great little bit of technology to help you with docking at the pier, sitting on a fishing spot. When you're marking bait, you can sit on top of bait. This boat's got a pot hauler, so it's going to be really handy to be able to sort of move the boat sideways over to grab your pots. So yeah, they're really, really nice, these Yamahas. They're a 4.2 litre V6. We're getting about 90 kilometers an hour pushing this boat along. We've made this awesome stainless ladder that can drop in here, and we've got a nice secure storage in the cabin, which we'll show you in a minute. Makes it really easy to sit on here, get in and out of the water easily. And if you don't feel like getting in the water, we've got this great Muir pot hauler, which you can use down in Tasmania to grab your fresh crayfish in the morning before you head out for fishing. So after grabbing our crayfish in the morning with the pots, we can then go game fishing for the day. We've got a set of Relax 600 Junior outrigger bases with a set of precision 6 metre outrigger poles. We've got our leaning post, which is great when in a rough sea. It's really handy to have something to lean back on when you're fighting a fish or just moving around the boat. It's really, really handy to have something to grab a hold of in the middle of the ship here. One of the beauties of the formula is the gunnel height. Anyone feels so safe offshore in a big sea with these. These are about 900 mil high, so when you're in a big sea, it makes you feel really safe. Down in the southern states here, you really can't beat a hardtop. Keeps you out of the weather, keeps you nice and warm. I'm about 6'4" and I've got plenty of clearance here, so it's a nice and tall hardtop, which is very important when you're driving. Ergonomically, it's very comfortable to stand under. We've got our speakers built in here, the Roswell sound system, and as you can see, there's no center pillar on this window, so the visibility is just unbelievable. When you're offshore, it makes navigating just unbelievable. We've got the sliding windows, which are really handy if you need a bit of fresh air on a hot day, or when you're chasing a fish down, when you're driving, you can see the angle of the line as you get to that tag shot or the gaff shot of the fish. Makes it really good to be able to get this whole side window open. Now we move up to the important part of the boat, the dash and the helm station. The ergonomics of a boat are one of the most important features when you're designing a boat. For someone that's quite tall, I've got really good visibility if I want to drive standing up, or if I want to sit down, I've got great visibility above the screen. So this huge field of view through this window unimpeded with no central pillar, it really makes navigating at night, navigating in average conditions, or just looking for fish or something like that, really, really good. So we're seeing more and more customers going for joysticks from both Yamaha and Mercury. This Linden's boat's got the Yamaha Helmmaster system, and it's a really good system to be able to move the boat sideways, forward, keep the bow in a certain spot. If you're game fishing, you can lock on top of some bait, or if you're deep dropping, hold on a spot. Or if you're trying to use your pot hauler and move the boat sideways up to grab your cray pot, it's a really handy feature, and something that this technology's come a long way in the last few years. This awesome new dash layout is so spacious. We've managed to get 3 8416 Garmin screens in here. All these screens are networked, so we can run different data on each of them. We can configure it however we want. We've got the GSD28 sonar module with a B175 high-wide transducer and a B175 low transducer, as well as the GT51, which is the structure scan. We've also got what Garmin call their Heave compass, which is an extra compass, satellite compass that gets rid of any of the up and down movement of the boat and gives you a really accurate picture of the bottom. So anything you see on the bottom, any structure is exactly what's on the bottom. It's not the boat. It compensates any of the movement. It also gives a really good return on any fish arches or any targets that you mark. We've got the relief shading map card, which just shows incredible details of canyons and reef structures. It's basically cheat codes for going fishing. The navigation system's super easy to use. We've got the Phantom radar. We can set it up with all the different data we want if we're in navigating or fishing mode. So there's lots of presets we can set up for Linden there. And we've got the BEP automated battery management system. So we can turn on our batteries here, house and power, or if we need to put it into emergency parallel, everything's done from here. Down the back here, we've got separate live bait tanks. This one's set up so one side's a plum bait tank and this one is a fresh water tank. You can turn that into one big bait tank if someone wanted it, or two separate salt tanks. Everything's completely customizable. Set up if you want to go camping, it's nice to have a bit of fresh water. Also, we've got a shower which pops out here. So after you finish crate diving, you can have a quick wash off. A huge thank you to Linden. It's been a huge pleasure building this awesome fishing boat for you and your family, and I really hope you enjoy it down there in Tasmania.